you saw what Manu was saying to the players here on the field.
100%.
That's what's nice because how many games he played for the box and less than 10 games.
Exactly.
And he's doing that, which is for me that's very good because now he needs to be marshalling.
He's the general. He is the main.
You think I'm 15 and he's saying, Jay,
yeah.
I think I'm gonna call a dolphin. This is not easy.
Before every face, Manu, what you want to do? But I wanna do a predictions. All right. So actually on the vibes here, we got the different pools and then we got the different games. So I wanna go through every pool quickly.
Yeah.
And I want you guys sort of thoughts on who gets through the pool stages.
Can you zoom in by
The top two.
Is
the
it
eyes
possible?
that bad, eh?
Yo.
I thought my eyes were bad, but yours, bro.
No, so I can see. I'll take you guys through it. I'll take you guys through it because I can see it here. For some other reason, it's not zooming in.
But if you can see it, then it's chilled.
It's chilled. You can just talk us
Yeah,
through
you can just talk us through it.
He's an anchor on Supersport.
There we go. So,
someone give him a contract.
Yeah. Why do you think we got Nata?
Stop it.
Talk to me nice.
So we're gonna go through Pool A. So Pool A, we've got France.
Nice
we've got New Zealand. We've got Uruguay. We've got Namibia, and we've got Italy.
Sure. Shame Namibia.
I think it's safe to say who's coming out of that group.
Yeah, I think
that's what we all say.
We hope so.
That's what we all say.
Yeah.
France versus New Zealand, first game on.
I think it's gonna be a banger. Both teams need to. I don't know what was the result against the France's last game. I think it was against. I don't know. I don't know who they played against.
They played against Australia.
Yeah.
But they beat Australia convincingly.
Yeah, but everybody's beating Australia.
Yeah. But in the game before that, they beat France played against Fiji, and Fiji gave France a game.
Yeah.
Fiji beat England, bro.
Yeah, but England's got some internal.
But what's funny is people are saying Fiji will be going to beat England in Twickenham, which is weird. Most of the pundits were saying England is not going to win the game against Fiji.
But there's a lot of internal shit going on in England.
Yeah, but England have just changed their manager, haven't they?
Yes. Yeah, it's the Leinster coach, eh?
Yeah, so from Eddie Jones to Steve Porter.
Also still recovering from the Eddie Jones toxicness, bro.
Yeah, wow.
Let's not talk about that, bro. It was hectic, eh?
You look like you've got an England top on, yeah.
No, but the thing is, talking on that, remember in Australia? I don't know if you know about this in Australia. Obviously, the Box played against Australia, and obviously we gave them a hiding.
Yes.
With our B team, yeah. That's a statement that was
made
by Eddie Jones.
Yes. I remember that. It was a half-baked All Black team.
And then they asked him, so how does it feel now that you didn't obviously were playing?
Oh, he lost it in the press conference. I saw that.
Trying to be smart, man. Trying to be smart, man. It's hectic, eh?
Yeah.
But the thing is, he was walking inside the press conference room. He was walking with entourage of like people. Obviously, media manager and obviously security. I guess.
After that.
Before that.
Because he was a wanted man.
No, just in general, man. They know how Eddie is.
Yeah.
That's hectic.
He's quite a heated oak, eh?
Yeah, you don't want to take him on his bad side, eh?
Yeah.
But isn't I heard some chat about I think it's the former All Blacks coach that's gonna possibly be taking over on the Australian team. Steve Hansen,
okay.
Yes.
Yeah. So on that, Steve Hansen and Eddie
taking
Jones
over where?
Taking over the Australian team.
Sorry to interrupt.
So obviously the Australian assistant coach vacated his position before they left for France. 2 days before they left for France, Oak left. Then a week after, then obviously Eddie told the public that Steve Hansen
cool.
So Steve Hansen is friends with Eddie Jones, guys, and people aren't taking it in a nice way.
Wow.
He's a consultant, just there for a few days.
Just for a few days.
Yeah.
Wow.
Could be there for the considerable future, the way things are going now.
I'll put my money for Pool A. I'm gonna put my money on France.
Well,
I like what France has been doing, building the build up to the World Cup. I know they just lost their flower, but I still think that France is
So you're saying
It's not this
France and New Zealand breaking
well,
out of
France
that pool.
won, New Zealand second.
France top, New Zealand second. So
Pool
France
A.
winner pool A,
Sorry.
and New Zealand runner-up pool A. You're gonna go to pool B. You got the main team, the main konijnen, the Bokke. You've got Ireland, you've got Scotland, you've got Tonga, and you've got Romania.
It's a tough pool.
Pool of death.
Pool of death, yeah.
I
Definitely.
think Box make it through
Mm-hmm.
top,
Mm-hmm.
but I think it's a close call between Ireland and Scotland. Because Scotland, not gonna lie, they can play.
Mm-hmm. Underdogs, eh?
To Ireland.
Yeah, but Scotland, over the past, I think, of the past 2 seasons, we saw the Six Nations, obviously starting to progress as well nicely
Yeah.
under Gregor Townsend. So I think it's going to give us a run for our money.
Yeah, they will.
What's nice, as Rassi did say, or Jock did say before, that every single game is like a playoff game for them. So
playoff.
obviously the mindset is going to be reg for the first game
Yeah.
until the end.
Also,
So-
Ireland's added a good layer to their play now. They were a bit rusty, but they've added a good layer to their rugby. So I think they'll be fired for their first game of the season. But you see, we've put cards on the table. We've thrown our cards in these warm-up games. So Ireland hasn't really thrown much of their cards, but I still think SA will be ready for what they throw at us.
I think the reason why Box get through is because traditionally we've had our set plays, and you know that's been like our strong point, our scrums, and
Hey, I
our
like
kicking
the-
game as well. Like not in our kicking game, right?
The only team
But
that comes
now-
close to us is Ireland. The way we play is Ireland because they got a good set piece. They can maul us and they can scrum. Same with you. They play
Exactly.
the same as us.
Yeah.
But now the difference in our game is that if you remember last World Cup, Faf scoped that ball till his foot was blue. Now we've got, and I think Williams is going to start above Faf, possibly, and we've got
That would
Mane
be
Lepork, and I also feel that Damon Willemse starts ahead of Willie. If that happens, it adds a whole new dynamic to our game because on top of that, on top of our strengths already, which we've had, which people are expecting, which people want to counter, all of a sudden now you've got these dynamic runners.
I can see that lineup against Scotland.
Yeah. But the thing is, we can say predict this the lineup and so forth as much as we want, but we know exactly how they're going to use the tried and tested for all the
games.
Ireland and Scotland. They're going to use the tried and tested. For example, it's the centres. We know exactly who this. Well, we want
What we're gonna get.
we want Andre and obviously Kenna Moody. Yeah, but
we know what we're gonna
it's gonna
get.
Dem Dalendi and obviously
Esther
and Jesse Krill.
Jesse Krill, yeah.
I think
we know we're gonna get that.
I think people
I,
still
d-
have.
I think we can't change Kenan Moody because yes, tried and tested works, but you threw him in at 13 against
And he played well.
the All Blacks, and he not only played well, he dominated in the centres. He and Andre Esther.
I think he's a good prospect for the future. It shows that we have lot more depth in our country, and that's a scary fucking thing actually. To be able to put a 20-year-old against one of the best teams in the world, and then play like the way he played.
In the world.
The best, Ricky Johani has been phenomenal,
Bro.
this season, and Ricky Johani
Did he play?
Did he play?
I don't remember.
And Ricky Johani is a great rugby player.
Was he at 13
He
for
was
the
at
All Blacks last
13.
week? I didn't see him, mate.
John Cena.
I did not see him. Honest to God, I did not see him.
So-
I can't even remember their backline.
Guys, let's not get too ahead of ourselves here. Please.
It's not getting too ahead of ourselves. I'm giving
It
my
was a
honest
good
opinion.
moment, though. It was
I
a
remember
good
they
moment,
fought
though.
back because Barrett got a red card.
Yeah, sure.
Um,
No, I think there was a statement about him getting a red card before the World Cup. I think he is the first in the All Blacks.
What? to
Anyway, I'll find the
get a
statement.
red card.
Yeah, to get a red card in the before.
I think it's the
before
first
build
Barrett to
up.
get a red card.
Before the build up.
Because
to
all the
World
other
Cup.
ones playing the bed in the backline.
Yeah.
Flash of rugby.
So what are we saying?
Love a
Box?
backline player.
Box Island.
Fox Island. 1, 2.
I'm not gonna say anything. I'm just saying Box Island.
Wow.
Because I'll say why. I'll say why. So I went live for broadcast before the All Black game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I said this was going to be a draw. and I got backlash. 28 points. Now what? Now what? We want my 28 points. So now.
But that's a prediction. It's different.
Yeah, but I say Box and Island.
Box Island.
Yeah.
Gotta choose one or two.
Because
I'll think about
the playoffs.
That's gonna affect the playoffs.
It is.
Doesn't matter because you still have to beat either France or New Zealand in the quarterfinal anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah. Pick one.
Okay, obviously the box first, then obviously
Box
Island.
first.
Yeah.
Okay, Box Island.
Yeah.
Pool C, Australia,
Wales.
Georgia, Wales,
Fiji.
England,
Australia, Fiji, Georgia, Wales,
Fiji, Portugal,
Portugal,
Australia,
Portugal.
Georgia, and Wales.
Yeah.
I think Fiji has a chance of coming out there. Or was that just a one game?
Did you watch the Fiji-England game? Those Oaks are absolute Simiradradra! Simiradradra! That
Either go around you or go over you, bro.
But World Cup
around you. Yeah, but
Listen, the thing is, Fiji, please do us a favor and beat England.
Yo, that would be history again, eh?
Yeah.
That would be insane.
But England's not in that pool.
Yeah.
So it's Australia, Georgia, Wales, Fiji.
Oh no, they're not. No,
and Portugal. So England are in Pool D.
Pool D, yeah.
So I would say it's
favor.
between Australia, Wales, and Fiji.
I haven't been watching Aussie rugby
Australia,
lately.
Wales, and Fiji.
I think Wales hasn't been too bad, but yeah, we gave him a.
Wales are like the Australia of the Northern Hemisphere.
Australia's gonna go through.
You think so?
Eddie Jones, guys. Eddie Jones, look what he did against us in 2011.
Yeah.
That's why Jesse
Kriel.
That's why people don't like Jesse Kriel.
I think that was me also like this.
I think that's what we should have done to Jesse Kriel is stay at home.
Nah, he's really. You can see he's really been working on his game,
I
think he has felt the backlash of a lot of comments and shit. So I think he's been putting in a lot of work.
Same with Willie.
Yeah, but that guy.
And what's funny, these guys are gonna be starting in Scotland. Trust me, Willie at fullback and outside centre is gonna be Jesse Kriel.
Yeah.
I watched Willie make a tackle. I think it was the All Black game.
No, it wasn't All Black game. It was Australia game.
Was it that tackle?
No. Where he made a tackle. It was in like the first 5 minutes. I think it was the All Black game. First like not even 5 minutes. First 2 minutes of the game. The All Blacks got the ball. They swung it out wide, and Willie rushed up and made a tackle on one of the wingers. I was like, Willie, World Cup, Butai.
The thing is, he hasn't played well for the All Blacks for the past 3 seasons.
Willie.
Handed off, scored a try.
Against the All Blacks.
Run over, scored try. Shannon Frizzell made him look like a schoolboy.
But Shannon Frizzell will make anyone look like a schoolboy.
Chop the legs.
That man is ridiculous.
Yeah, but the thing is,
that's like Dwayne running at you.
Yeah, but if you put a Kobe there, Kobe will chop him.
Yeah, but
Kobe will chop him. If you look at Aronson will chop him.
Yeah, nah,
Damien will chop him. Willie,
I'm worried, man.
Willie will make it seem like he's
look, guys, we must also remember, we know what we can get out of Willie, and on Willie's good days, that man is good. Like, as much as Willie hasn't, like, he had his moments, and also like, come on. They won a World Cup.
I just feel there's better options.
You're 100% correct. But he was on the day when we won the World Cup. He was part of that squad that brought it home.
Played cock. He could have lost that game first the way he was playing. Basic stuff, pop passes that he was throwing was.
Yeah.
I don't hate Willie. I thank him for everything that he's done for the Springboks. But it's the same as oaks like Victor Matfield and Bakkies Bottas and all of them. You thank them for the time that they've put in, and you go, but you are done now. But you know what I mean. Before, and you as a rugby player, you need to realize what's coming before other people do. Yeah. Because now you're getting yourself into those situations. You're getting a lot of hate for it. If you just realize, hey, let me just hold back. It's time. Yeah.
But then use Willie to mold. Use Willie to mold the next fullback. Yeah, or mold the next player that potentially could be there.
They were told by Jock and Rassie that they were good enough. That's why they're still there. Because
Fair
Dwayne
enough.
could have retired already, but he was told, nah, hang tight.
Hang
Yeah.
tight, one more.
Hang one more.
But you see,
Next year, Durban.
I think why don't you yeah, that was wild. Why don't you blood a oak like Evan Roos?
Because it's still Jasper Visser as well.
But why? So why
Still
Dwayne?
Moche.
Man? Why not have a oak like Evan Roos? Even if he's not gonna start, have him there in that setup because he's your future. That's my thinking. Damien Delendi, I thank you, but the next guy needs to come through.
Andre Esther hasn't been playing well.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Esther is doing what Damien used to do.
And it brings an extra element as well because he can kick with the left foot as well.
All that stuff. But you must notice that Damien used to do the kicking thing, and he's just now stopped. And then when he used to kick, then it added more, and like it made the defense of the opposition's defense wonder what's gonna happen now, because now you don't know if he's gonna kick, he's gonna run, or if he's gonna use his pass.
Get that guy coached out of you, as you could.
That's the same with Herschel. Herschel was insane, and then they coached it out of him.
Yeah.
So it would be nice to see Herschel also get back into the setup again.
Danches.
Jantjies
But you
get
got
back into
also
setup
Grant
again.
Williams that are just
Jaden Grant.
Kobus
is
the
done now.
future.
There's big space for the guys, man.
But
Nice,
they're doing the
exactly.
Francois Hoga thing with Kobus now. You see that?
Yeah.
Francois coming now. No, he's coming in for short-term deal
That's
because
on the
of the
short-term
World
lease.
Cup. The guys need to come back and be rested.
It's for URC. It's for URC.
URC starts during the World
now.
Cup.
Oh, I saw he's back at the Sharks. I thought he was coming into the box or something.
No.
What do you ask before we head on to Pool D? So we're saying Australia and who else? Wales or Fiji?
Yeah, I think Wales. I'm actually gonna go with a wild card. I'm gonna go with Fiji. It will be lekker. It will be nice to see Aussie and Fiji go
Australia,
through.
Fiji.
Because it will be lekker to see a formidable Fiji in the quarters.
I'm gonna be watching that Australia Wales game on Sunday. It's gonna be exciting.
That will be exciting.
I'm gonna rave at. I'm gonna grill Eddie Jones afterwards again. See what happens. Just for vibes, bro. Just for vibes. People wouldn't like, but anyway.
How was it?
I might get cancelled actually. I've been cancelled before, eh? It's not nice.
Is it?
Yeah.
You have to get folks to come in and
remember I was
sort it
told
out.
I was given a WhatsApp message. Remember I showed you I got given a WhatsApp message.
Yeah.
Hey Chief, please just sit
Yeah,
down this one.
yeah.
Can't ask questions.
Yeah, for like I think it was like a week or so. Eh?
Yeah.
Yeah, a couple of days.
I told you to just relax.
Yeah.
No, but
should do
Nathan asks
So
like
hectic
pressure questions,
yeah.
bro.
Mark,
Sometimes Oaks just laugh because they don't know how to respond.
But also the thing is, this is the thing. Like with journalism, I don't know. I see it more in football than I see it like in rugby. But you can't always ask the tough questions, even though that is the right question to ask. It's too tough for them to answer, and you put them in the spotlight.
You're giving the people what they want, because at the end of the day, the public will be asking those questions what they want. That's the answer they want.
Yes.
Yeah, exactly.
So now you're being told that you can't be asking such stuff. Now you have to retract. It's sure, no problem.
Yeah, but then where does media actually? Because then media is boring.
Yeah,
then it's
exactly.
a bit.
It's boring.
It's controlled.
It's a bunch of old topies there.
Yeah, you ask the things that the
the
new
public
generation,
want to know.
that the public wants answers to.
Why did you pick Philly?
He's still standing on that, bro. He's still standing on that.
The public wants to know.
Leave Philly alone.
One more World Cup.
Anything. Hopefully, Willie doesn't leave the balls in the air alone.
Yes,
He's going to be catching those this World Cup.
Hey. Then they start coming out. No, his shoulder was sore because he got injured in the game.
And Andre comes in. I still don't believe it, by the way.
Listen,
Andre.
That's what I wanted to ask you guys. Pollard, why?
What happens then? What happens then?
Let me explain it. Because now we understand that because he was injured, right?
Yes.
So when someone is injured, they never know where, like,
he is,
because you can. I'm pretty sure for yourself, especially when, like your knee. If you get a knee injury, you never know, like, recovery, because might get a setback, and you know. So they didn't know they had to submit the squad.
Yeah.
They obviously submitting the squad
before
these guys
the date.
can't play. The only way is now is injury, then obviously come in.
Yeah.
Yeah, but how long was he injured for? He's been injured for a long
Look,
time.
we also
6
don't know
months.
what type of
6
what
months.
what was it, an
So
ACL?
no, it's a cough.
It was a cough. You don't know what the the extensiveness of it is. And through the Springbok camps is intense. It's everything's up there. So if you coming from injury into camp, you don't know if that thing's gonna flare up again, especially at the level that these oaks are
But
playing.
this is my thing. Never mind the injury, right? Never mind how bad the injury is and all of that stuff. The current box squad have been playing together for a long time, prepping for this.
The main group,
Right, exactly. And they've been at such a high intensity together in that
that
team
camp.
sort of camp and mold. Now you bring in an oak that hasn't played a full 80 minutes of rugby in
International level.
not even international level. I'm talking now, not even URC in ages. Or where is he now? Is he up
He's
there in Japan?
No,
Not
no, he's in the UK.
Leicester.
yeah.
He hasn't even played a game in so long for them. But now you come into a Bok team, World Cup. Yes, you've been there. Yes, you've done it. Yes, you've got the mentality to do it. But
Physically, mentally.
I mean, I'm trying to make a comeback to Ragas next year. But I know already it's gonna be tough, bro.
Yeah.
I've been there. I've done it. I got the jersey. I got a couple of jerseys.
Yeah.
But doesn't mean there's a
and a
new
couple of
jersey.
cups as well.
Yeah.
But doesn't mean there's a new jersey and a new cup. Someone just waiting
Yeah,
for me.
wait,
Yeah.
you gotta
I
work.
need to
hard,
work
bro.
to get there.
Funny enough, actually, on that, and adding on to what you just saying now, I don't know if you know, but Pollard, when he was signed by Montpellier, he played, and he was the highest paid rugby player at the time.
Yeah.
He played less rugby for his club than he played for the Springboks.
Same
So
with the
he
athletes.
was either injured or something was wrong when he
Yeah.
was at club level, and then still went and played for the Springboks. That is why they will bring him back in, because he was doing the exact same thing when he was at Montpellier.
But so when was this? Because
This
there
was
that's 'cause
before the last World Cup that we won.
before the last World Cup.
Yeah, he was
Yeah.
signed to Montpellier. That's
Form
why.
is temporary,
That's why
they
they
say,
pulled.
no?
Class is permanent, though. Class is still permanent.
That's why they pulled. Montpellier was like, remember, you're not giving us what you're giving SA,
Yes.
so we're gonna pull your contract. March.
Yeah.
Plus, he's loving in wherever in Bali, chilling, living his best life.
I saw that Instagram as well. What's
I
his
was
school? What's his
laughing
wife?
so hard,
Maralies or something, yeah.
Maralies.
Yeah.
But his quality is quality. Bro.
Atlas Neyman,
Yeah.
3 to 10, 12 games for Munster in
But
space
yeah.
of 3 years.
Yeah.
3 years.
Yes.
And these oaks are still being selected for the box.
No, because of quality, that's why.
Yeah.
So where do you
Draw the line.
draw the line, bro?
Yeah. But also, who's the second fly off?
It's Mane Lebok.
Money in the book, bro. It's obvious.
No. Mane Lebok's number one fly off right now.
Right now, he's number one,
I'm saying
definitely.
who if Pollard didn't come back?
Damn Willemse.
Yeah, no. No, brother. I love him. To bits. I believe he should be in that box squad. But at fly off,
Why not?
because did you watch the All Black game? Who was fly off there? The first All
Mount
Black
Smart.
game in the
Mount Smart.
Huh?
They were playing in Mount Smart Stadium, yeah.
Yeah. Who was fly off? I don't know whether it is him or Vali, because Vali was running more at 10 than him.
But that's what they do when Willemse plays. When Willemse plays
But I
teams, they
can't
play
do
like a double pivot type of thing.
Mm-mm.
They play double pivot role because it gives Vali and Damien at 10 are very similar players.
Yes, but if you look at the dynamic between Vali and Damien, not Vali, Vali between Vali and Damien and Mani and Damien, they also do the double pivot thing. But there's somebody that's there that's controlling the game.
But not
You know
the
what I
double
mean?
pivot is not as effective when Mani's on. From what I've seen,
Check these backline players.
No,
when Mani's on,
it is.
but Mani is proof if Mani's on that
He's
10.
the general. He's controlling the game.
Vali's not so much just gonna call a dolphin. What we call is a dolphin,
Yeah,
dolphin play,
yeah.
unless it is really on.
Don't tell all the other teams what we do.
But he won't necessarily call that.
yeah, the
'cause
switch of play. Yeah.
You saw what Mani said you saw what Mani was saying to the players here on the field.
100%.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Say-
yeah.
yeah,
Say-
yeah,
yeah.
That's what's nice
Say-
because Yeah, how many games does he play for the Boks and less than 10 games?
Exactly.
And he's doing that, which is, that's for me. That's very good because now
Yeah.
he needs to be marshalling.
He's the general.
100%.
Yeah.
He is the
You think
main
if I'm
command.
15 and he's saying, Jai,
Yeah.
I think I'm going to call a dolphin.
No,
This is
no.
easy.
Before every face money, what you want to do?
Thank you, he's very dope.
Try to say on how the game, Pull D. Pull D. We
Okay,
got-
Samoa must please do us a favor.
So we got
Who?
England,
Samoa, please.
Argentina,
Samoa, yeah.
Japan, Chile, and Samoa.
How's Samoa been? I haven't actually watched any of them,
Yeah, they
but they
played
are
well.
a bunch of large oaks.
Yeah, they played Ireland the last game. They nearly beat Ireland.
Is
Is
it?
it?
Yeah,
Is
but it was a close score, it was a close game.
Yes, sir.
There wasn't a full strength Ireland team.
Argentina, bro.
So Argentina will go through.
Yeah.
Argentina.
But
and
Samoa, please do us a favor. Do not want to do in the press
If
conference. before the
Samoa
game.
beats England, that will be two Ireland, two.
to be honest, I would love to beat England in another final.
Yo,
But they won't make it to the
they
final.
won't make it to the
There's
final.
only one
bro.
prediction I can ever make. Me, I know England won't make the final. I can predict who's going to be ready for the final. Wayne Barnes.
Oh.
England. Because why? England's not going to make it to the final.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's true. Hey?
That is actually true.
But we need that ref from Friday to ref all of our games.
That was good. Corpse
No, I need him to ref all the All Black games actually, so that the All Blacks get called out for the shit that they catch on normally. Because that's what happened on Friday. No, the Box dominated.
Also
but
pressure.
The Box
Makes
dominated
them-
is the pressure.
Makes
but
you do dumb shit, bro.
all those
Yeah.
things that the All Blacks normally do, the Richie McCaw vibes, where they come in from the side, the
Yeah.
ref didn't take that bullshit. He said, no. I know you.
Yeah.
I knows you.
I knows you. That was good though. Thing
So
is,
yeah.
Samoa, please do us a favor. Do not want to do before the game. Pre-match press conference. Go to Samoa. How do you feel that Owen Farrell got 2 game suspension, all this that,
Yo.
and making them how they feel because
Yeah.
once again George Mawala of Tonga,
Yeah.
10 game suspension, and only
Yes.
Owen Farrell. See what they're going to
Yes.
say. And obviously
Yeah.
in the camp, going to be
You're gonna make some noise. That
Yo,
will be dope.
red
That will
mist.
be mad.
Bro, get some yabs out there. Get
Yo.
us moving, sir.
Bro,
So
I
we
would
got-
love to see Samoa go through. That
So-
would be mad.
So we're predicting Argentina,
Japan
Samoa.
also
Okay,
plays
okay.
good. Japan also plays good rugby. I just
they
haven't followed what
they
they've
haven't
been
played
doing.
well. They haven't
Is
played
it?
well
Haven't they
recently.
been playing
No,
well?
no, no.
Yo, Samoa. It would be lekker to see Samoa, but I
It's
know
Argentina,
England,
Argentina, England.
Argentina, England.
Argentina, England. Going for the big boys.
Mm.
Argentina, England. So we got Argentina, England. We got Wales, Australia. We got France, New Zealand. And then we've got Box and Ireland. So if we go to quarterfinal number 1, which will be winner of Pool C and runner-up of Pool D. So winner Pool C, Australia, and runner-up of Pool D, Argentina or England?
England.
So then we've got
Australia will win.
Australia,
No,
England
England will win the game.
against.
'Cause,
Yeah,
okay.
they both cock.
You know, the thing is, let's break it down for a bit for the Australia. Australia picked guys who've never played a single game for the international team
With
in
a
the-
new
in the World
captain
Cup.
as well.
The World Cup.
Yeah.
World Cup without playing.
Yeah.
That is, served on a silver platter.
It's a 10-year. It's a 10-year
Yeah,
plan.
So for me, I don't think they're going to do very well. Steve Anson was saying that they don't have a leadership group and stuff because now you sacked, what's his name? That Michael Hooper. Whatever.
Michael Hooper, yeah.
Mm.
How can
Quaid's
you?
not
How
going.
do you possibly keep those? I mean, those are two. Quaid and Hooper are
Quaid
two
and-
of the most
yeah.
phenomenal rugby players in our era of, and still in our era. It's
Yeah.
like
It's a
at
cutthroat.
least have those two oaks in your young squad.
Bro, it's a cutthroat business. This is why I say thank you for your time.
Thank you for
Cheers.
your time, bro. Quaid Cooper has been performing.
No, he hasn't been performing.
No, bro.
Michael
He's
Hooper,
been chasing the Saudi rugby money there. That's why.
Yeah.
He said States
Saudi money.
Saudi Arabia. Said he always has Saudi Arabia have a rugby team.
They do have rugby in Saudi.
After the Mbappe contract
Mbappe,
offer. Yeah.
Classic.
So who we saying? England.
England to go through. Yeah.
England go through there. So we got England. Quarterfinal 2 is winner Pool B versus runner-up Pool A. So that's going to be
Pool B, runner-up.
France versus SA. Yeah.
Now we all beat France.
Mm.
You must remember last year we played against them. We lost by a few points
A
at the
few
end.
Yeah,
points,
and we were
yeah.
shit, and that was their best.
100%. Yeah.
That was the best. Like,
That was their
We're
best.
gonna put in 7-1 split.
yeah.
Did you hear that shit about the what's it, the Wales Wales coach,
The
Scottish coach? He was
yeah.
like, no, this
Australian
needs to be
Scottish,
stopped. This the Boks are just doing what they want with the bench. It's like,
World Rugby has to put a stop to
Yeah,
this.
I
Who
was
the
like-
fuck are you, bro?
I was like,
Bro,
no,
That's
bro.
just fear.
Bruh.
Remember in 2019 World Cup, the people were going on the rugby's boring, kicking in the air the whole time, kicking, and that won us a World Cup.
Exactly.
6-2 split, that was won us a World Cup. Now
Yeah.
7-1.
It's a Rassie must always come
Yeah.
with this wild
There
cut.
with his cones
With his
inside
cones.
the field. Remember
Yeah.
when back in Free State Stadium, there were lights there
Yeah.
on top there.
Yeah. Remember we still joked and we said, what did we say on Saturday? Oh, you on the field. He was telling, yeah, no, back in Freestyle, we were sitting there with the cones. And then he came to Cape Town and he realized it's cold up there on the stage.
The wind's gonna take him. The wind's
He's
gonna
like,
take
fuck
him.
this.
Newland Stadium, the wind's gonna take him.
Because he was sitting there with his thick Western Province jackets. It was like this. And then he realized, no.
The Southeaster, the
If it's Southeastern
Yes.
blow now, it's
In the middle of winter with that rain swirling like that. Remember how it used to be at Newlands? Yes. sir.
That's why Eddie Jones left after one day.
He said, fuck this. Nah, mate, it's too cold out here, mate. Nah, I don't like these Poikikos things, eh?
Quarterfinal 3, winner of Pool D, which we said England, and runner-up of Pool C, which is Wales.
Wales.
England, Wales.
That's going to be a good game.
I think England.
England.
No, did we not just do England?
No, it's
Sorry, it's
Argentina.
Argentina.
Yeah,
Wales.
Argentina won. So
Wales
Argentina,
will go
Wales.
through.
Yeah,
Wales
You
will go
think
through.
so?
Yeah.
against Argentina. I
Against
don't think so.
Argentina. Yeah.
You must remember the majority of the rest where they come from.
Yeah,
Northern Hemisphere.
but I just think
Six Nations.
I think Argentina.
Oh, most of the refs. So there's no South American refs in the World Cup.
No.
No.
There are Southern Hemisphere refs though. Jacob Papenal, New Zealand, Australia, but most of them are
From
Northern
the
Hemisphere.
north. Yeah, no.
But even our southern hemisphere referees, they try and be too impartial. I feel sometimes, like a Jacob Paper, if he refs the Boks, he will purposefully ref against the Boks because he doesn't want to be seen as favouring the Boks.
Oh, let's
But
let's put it this way: it's going to be Warren Gatlin versus Michael Checker.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Interesting.
That is gonna be good. That's going to be a good game to watch, actually.
Oh, this
Because England has a lot to prove, especially with the run that they're having, and I think Wales would like to go past the quarterfinal stages.
We got quarterfinal 4, which we say would be
Ireland,
New Zealand versus Ireland.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure. I'm
Yeah.
gonna go with New Zealand on that one.
Ireland are New Zealand's team though.
Kryptonite.
That's the one team that will, besides the Boks obviously, but Ireland in a high pressure situation, they're the one
But
team
the
that will
Boks,
go and beat.
I mean, the All Blacks. The All Blacks in World Cup rugby.
But thing is, you know what? You can predict as much as you want, but things on the days for the team.
It is,
Yeah.
no, you're 100% correct.
But this is the thing.
But
This is predictions.
Yeah, exactly. That's the thing
So-
is we can obviously see on the day. We all rugby players.
Yeah.
We all play the game. On the day we played St. George's on Saturday. Awkward game.
Yeah.
It's tight for the
on
first
paper, it's
20 minutes.
it's like
Fosbury
miles
should
apart.
run away.
Yeah.
Last 20 minutes of the second half, game opens up.
Yeah.
You know, it's one of those things. Yeah, on the day, but the excitement is here. The excitement is now. My money is. I think New Zealand's gonna crack it, bro.
So you're saying New
I
Zealand?
think New Zealand's gonna crack it.
So then semi-final 1, we've got winner of quarter-final 1, which we said was winner of Pool C and runner-up of Pool D. Who was that?
Winner of Pool C,
which
was Australia.
Australia
Yes.
Run-up of
versus
Pool D was
Argentina.
No, it was England.
England, yes.
Yeah,
So Australia versus England. I'm sure you did Australia versus England.
yeah. But things England goes through.
England goes through, yeah.
England to semi-final 1, and then winner of Pool A versus runner-up of Pool D. That was the one that we just did now, which is Ireland, New Zealand.
Yeah.
New Zealand.
So we're saying New Zealand.
I say New Zealand as well.
So New Zealand, England.
Again. Yeah.
New Zealand goes through.
New Zealand goes
New Zealand
through.
comes back with vengeance.
New Zealand goes through to the final.
Last year they got a
Against,
liquor
against the
packing.
Box.
New Zealand goes through to the final.
Against the
Winner of quarterfinal 3 versus winner of quarterfinal 4. Who's that? So that's Box versus
Aussie.
Nah. So
No?
that's a Box New Zealand final.
That's what I said. Yeah.
That's, yeah.
Box New Zealand final.
Yeah. Okay, guys, it always depends. Both teams will come from Pool A and B.
Yeah.
Yes.
So if it will either be France or New Zealand or
Or
Ireland
or South Africa.
That's it. But the ref's gonna be Wayne Barnes.
What do you think? Or
I-
where do you see it going?
My final prediction: Box win the World Cup.
What I'm saying is, people are gonna lose money like how people lost money in Qatar World Cup, in soccer World Cup.
Yeah, nah, eh? Yeah.
Bro, that's where it comes to.
You gotta play. You gotta be risky these days, bro.
That's
You
my
gotta
be
final.
risky.
You gotta
You gotta
risk
risk
it
it for the
Exactly.
You gotta risk it for the biscuit, brother.
That is my final opinion on it.
Look, if
I knew however we broke it down, Box were gonna win it.